Welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslekeir Gairleif. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey into the world of the Hedonic Treadmill. So buckle up and get ready to discover the surprising truth about happiness. Have you ever wondered why that shiny new gadget doesn't bring you lasting joy? Or why winning the lottery might not be the key to eternal bliss? Well, it all comes down to a little thing called the Hedonic Treadmill. Imagine your brain as a happiness thermostat, constantly adjusting to maintain a baseline level of satisfaction. That's the Hedonic Treadmill in action. It's the reason why our excitement over a new car or a promotion at work eventually fades, leaving us craving the next big thing. But where did this concept come from? The term hedonic treadmill was coined by researchers Philip Brickman and Donald Campbell back in 1971. They noticed that people tend to return to a relatively stable level of happiness despite major life events, both positive and negative. Let's take a look at some fascinating studies that demonstrate this phenomenon. In 1978, Brickman and his colleagues conducted a famous study comparing the happiness levels of lottery winners and paraplegics. Surprisingly, they found that both groups returned to their baseline happiness levels within a few months of their respective life-changing events. Talk about adapting to circumstances! But the evidence doesn't stop there. A 2003 study by Lucas and colleagues found that the happiness boost from getting married tends to wear off after about 2 years. According to their research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, couples settle back into their premarital happiness levels as the excitement of the big day fades. So, what's going on in our brains when we experience this hedonic adaptation? Neuroscientists have discovered that our brains are wired to respond strongly to novel stimuli, releasing a surge of feel-good chemicals like dopamine. However, as we become accustomed to these new experiences, our brains gradually produce less of these chemicals, leading to a return to our happiness set point. But here's the kicker. This adaptation isn't limited to positive experiences. Studies have shown that we also adapt to negative events, such as losing a job or ending a relationship. While the initial blow may be devastating, most people eventually bounce back to their baseline level of well-being. Now you might be thinking, if we're doomed to return to a fixed level of happiness, what's the point of striving for anything? Well, not so fast. Researchers have identified several strategies that can help us counteract the effects of the hedonic treadmill. One key approach is to focus on experiences rather than material possessions. A 2003 study by Van Boven and Gilovich, published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, found that people derive more lasting satisfaction from experiential purchases, like a vacation or a concert, compared to material goods. Another powerful tool is gratitude. By consciously focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, we can train our brains to savor the good times and maintain a more stable level of happiness. In fact, a 2003 study by Emmons and McCullough, also published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, found that participants who kept a weekly gratitude journal reported greater overall well-being compared to those who focused on hassles or neutral events. But the hedonic treadmill isn't just influenced by our individual choices. Our cultural context plays a significant role in shaping our expectations and desires. In societies that prioritize consumerism and material wealth, the treadmill may spin faster, leaving us constantly chasing the next big purchase. On the other hand, cultures that emphasize social connections and experiences may provide a buffer against the hedonic treadmill. A 2004 study by Helliwell and Putnam, published in the Journal of Happiness Studies, found that strong social relationships are a key predictor of life satisfaction, suggesting that investing in our interpersonal bonds can lead to more sustainable happiness. So, what can we take away from all this research? First, it's important to recognize that the hedonic treadmill is a natural part of the human experience. We're wired to adapt to both positive and negative events, which can be both a blessing and a curse. But by understanding the mechanisms behind the treadmill, we can develop strategies to make the most of our happiness. We can prioritize experiences over possessions, cultivate gratitude, and invest in our social connections. We can also be mindful of the cultural influences that shape our expectations and strive to find contentment in the present moment. Of course, this isn't to say that we should give up on our goals and aspirations. The hedonic treadmill can actually be a powerful motivator, pushing us to innovate, create, and strive for personal growth. The key is to find a balance between ambition and acceptance, between striving and savoring. As we navigate the ups and downs of life, it's helpful to remember that happiness isn't a destination we can reach and hold on to forever. It's a dynamic process, influenced by our choices, our mindset, and the world around us. By embracing the ride and finding joy in the journey, we can make the most of our time on the hedonic treadmill. So, the next time you find yourself chasing that shiny new object or yearning for a major life change, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, will this really bring me lasting happiness, or am I just running faster on the treadmill? By being mindful of the hedonic treadmill and making intentional choices, we can build a life that's rich in meaning, connection, and contentment. We can learn to enjoy the present moment while still striving for personal growth and positive change. And that, my friends, is the fascinating world of the hedonic treadmill. I hope this journey has given you some valuable insights and food for thought. Remember, happiness isn't about reaching some ultimate destination. It's about finding joy and meaning in the ups and downs of the ride. So, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep savoring the good times. And join me next time as we dive into another captivating topic on Understand All. Until then, stay curious and keep embracing the wonders of the human experience. That's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed our exploration of the hedonic treadmill and gained some valuable insights along the way. Remember to tune in next time for more captivating knowledge. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of the world around you.